Hi, friends. I hope you're doing well. I have 8 days left of summer, and that's really weird to me. My iPad is also like not working at the moment, so I'm filming this with my mom's Kindle. So let me know if I don't know. Let me know how this looks. It also means I don't have editing software on here, so I'm gonna try to do this in one take. Um, so I want to talk about a couple books I've read this summer that I finished recently. The first one is Say What You Will by Cami McGovern. And this was a really interesting book. It was recommended to me by my librarian at the Seattle Public Library. Um, and it's about a girl with cerebral palsy. Cerebral. I gotta read it. I'm sorry. I think it's cerebral palsy, and then a boy with OCD, and they fall in love. And it's not a typical romance because their disabilities are such a big part of it, but that's also what made the book interesting and unique. It reminded me a lot of The Fault in Our Stars, except that they weren't the two main characters weren't terminal. It was really showing them living with their diseases, which The Fault in Our Stars also did. Um, but like in this book, Amy, the girl with cerebral palsy, she had it since birth, um, and her doctor said like if she lived through um, like being a baby, that she'd just be a vegetable. She wouldn't be able to walk or talk, and she can't talk in the book, but she can walk, and she's like really really smart. She gets into all these Ivy League colleges, and it was really inspiring. It was really different. Um, I've been reading young adult fiction for a really long time, and some of the stories tend to just blend together. Um, and this one just definitely stuck out. It definitely reminded me of John Green, Rainbow Rowell, Stephanie Perkins, Huntley Fitzpatrick. So if you like any of those authors, I would definitely check out Say What You Will. And then the other book I just finished reading, I will put a picture of it, um, and I'll put a link in the description. It was called A Love Story Starring My Dead Best Friend. Very morbid title. I picked it on purpose just because I've been dealing with a lot of grief in my life. As you know, a teacher of mine passed away in November. Um, I had a friend pass away in March. Another friend's brother passed away in July. Um, so it's been a tough year, a lot of loss, and this book just really I related it so, so much. It's about a girl who her best friend dies, and before her best friend died, they like made this pact that they were going to go on a road trip to California together. Um, and when the friend dies, the one who lives decides to take the ashes of the friend who died, and she bikes to California. And again, a really inspiring story, really different. It jumps back. The story is told through flashbacks and also through present day. And the friend who passed away wrote a musical, so you've got this road trip story and it's parallel with the story of them putting on the musical after the friend has died, and really beautiful story, really different. It just made me see the world differently, as well as let me know that I'm not so alone. My grieving process has been really different than my friends' grieving processes. Um, Multiple friends, multiple processes, and so to read this book where this girl is just going through her own thing, and she feels like her friends don't relate, and then they come together. It just like really inspired me. I really identified with her. Um, and again, it reminded me, Say What You Will and The Love Story Starring My Dead Best Friend are both incredibly moving stories. They definitely both reminded me of John Green, Rainbow Rowell, Stephanie Perkins, Huntley Fitzpatrick. Um, so definitely those two books, just I'm so glad I read them. They were both recommended to me by the Seattle Public Library. And I'm also on Goodreads now. So if you want to follow me on Goodreads, um, I believe it's under S. Fesselbon or Future Girl. So I'll put a link to that in the description. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you've had a great summer. Hopefully I'll get a couple videos in before school starts. And please feel free to leave me a comment if there's anything you want me to talk about or a song you want me to cover. Let me know what you've been up to this summer. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next Monday. Thanks so much. Bye.